Once again, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my humble little corner of the YouTube world. I'm your host, Abu Nas, and pretty much, if I'm lucky, if I'm able, I will make this the shortest video of all time. 15 minutes. All right, I'm counting the clock. All right, let's go. The world of Star Wars is in utter chaos right about now, but after you already know this, and I've been, jumping around on YouTube watching, my favorite channels of people that's breaking it down. I'm just got finished following The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Big shout out to him. Stephanie Genesek, Old Faithful. She keeps the heat going. I live in hyperspace. He's banging out the usual masterpieces. So obviously I am well informed, and I'm up on Twitter, still going to war with these eggheads. Ain't nothing new. It's same old, same old. And as it stands, I guess the latest thing going on is with Jon Favreau, the guy who did Iron Man 1, that really pretty much got the MCU kickstarted to making the $1 billion that they're doing now. So they hired him, to make new stuff, write and direct or whatever, produce Star Wars films. And the social justice warriors, they're enraged right now because he's simply another white male, churning on the non-diversity factor of Lucasfilm. And the irony is that Lucasfilm is throwing diversity at us. It's just in the wrong context. But as it stands, my feeling about it is, look, and they did this on International Women's Day, so they just kind of like spat in the face of all the ladies that could have, had the opportunity and probably deserved the opportunity to be a part of Lucasfilm and such and so forth. My honest opinion is that, the timing kind of sucked. They could have did that a little bit better. But look, if he's the best man for the job, for what they see that they wanted, what the hell? I mean, the proof is going to be in the pudding whether he's able to deliver anyway. But the way we going at it with the boycotts and everything, he's going to have an uphill climb because he should, if he has a brain on his head, he should already know the climate that's surrounding Lucasfilm right now. Last Jedi sucks. The fan base is divided, and the majority of us, because we are the majority, and the Last Jedi defenders are the minority. They think they're not the minority, but they are. They can lie to themselves, but no. A lot more people is really seeing this shit for what it is, and the boycott is seriously on. There are way too many people that is really getting focused. Especially with the insults that J.J. Abrams gave to us, Rian Johnson trolling, you know what I'm saying? Kathleen Kennedy is just sitting on her throne, not giving a fuck about nothing or anybody, and she's staying on her guns. It's all good. We are getting ready to lock this shit down. Solo is in a lot of trouble. They pushed the Avengers Infinity War up a week thinking that they're going to give Solo some space to make some money. But they dumbasses don't even realize that Deadpool 2 is right on their heels. They are not going to make no money. And then when we shut it down with the boycott, it's a wrap. But Abu Nas, are you going to see Solo? You're going to see Solo? Yeah, on my bootleg. I'll see it. I mean, I'm curious. Like I said, I like Rian Johnson. Not right. Oh, my God. What did I just say? I said I like Rian Johnson. Oh, blasphemy. Off with his head. All right. Temporary insanity. Rewind. Yeah, I like Ron Howard. He's a great director. And I loved a lot of his movies. So with that being said, I think Solo is going to be a great film. But what's the word for today, kids? You're not giving Disney no motherfucking money. Exactly. No cash from this black ass. All right? No. You're not getting nada. Nito. Nothing. All you're going to get is a big middle finger and say, fuck you, Disney and fake ass Lucasfilm. I call it the fake Lucasfilm because the real Lucasfilm is headed by the one and only, the maker himself, George Lucas. So everybody else after Disney bought it, it's the fake Lucasfilm, period. So fake Lucasfilm is going through their whole rigmarole. And like I said, I'm not buying into it. I'm going to bootleg it, I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to give my own review. Free of any cash Disney's going to have from me. And if you guys are smart, and even though you may have but it's Star Wars, that's okay. Just bootleg it. Get a $5 copy. Yo, give me your address. I'll send you copies of the bootleg to your home so you can watch it. It may be shitty quality, but what do you care? It's free. It's free, and you can just watch it to your heart's content. And if it's trash, then you can say, oh my God, Abu Nas, you are the man. You saved me $45 and all this money I could have spent on IMAX and all of this. You're welcome. But I do think that Solo is going to be a good movie, just not get my money behind it. And after J.J. Abrams made his comments about us being sexist, yeah, episode 9 is done. Finito. Fuck all y'all. I'll bootleg that shit and I'll give my review behind it. But you're not getting no money from me. So, other than that, the guy who did Iron Man, he's jumping into the scene. Yeah, it is what it is. They hired him. It sucks that, more diversity can't be included. But myself personally, I want women that know what the fuck they doing. Because obviously Kathleen Kennedy didn't give the story group chicks the memo. Because there are a lot of chicks in the Lucasfilm story group, headed by Pablo, Mr. Jabba himself, So, yeah. Oh, thanks for that, Stephanie. So, anyway, yeah. Jabba, a.k.a. Pablo, he got his little group together. And these, like I said, the people in there, and half of them are women, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, they need to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to have women included, if I was the head of Lucasfilm, I'm pretty much vetting you right off the bat. Yeah, baby, I know you look good. You got nice titties and all, and, your ass is looking like Badow. But what do you really know about Star Wars? Huh? What? Oh, you think R2-D2 was, his first appearance was in episode 4? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, in some respects, you may be true, but you do know we got 6 films, right? Oh, you didn't know that? Next! Get him out of there. No, you're going to have to know the lore. You're going to have to know the history from the EU. I mean, just breaking it down. If you don't know what the Sith War is, if you don't know what the Hyperspace War is, the Mandalorians, you don't know anything about all the planets that's, throughout the history of Star Wars. If you don't know nothing about Voss, if you don't know anything about Naboo, if you don't know anything about Sulakamaya, the Geonosis, you can't work here. You just can't. So you got to get up out of there, But nice shoes, though. I like them shoes. And that's it. So Jon Favreau, he's in here. Hopefully he'll do a good job. But for now, I'm boycotting the shit out of everybody. So you making films, I'm bootlegging it. It's just that simple. So unless you selling it back to George Lucas, we ain't got no words, Disney. We ain't got no words. Unless you get Kathleen Kennedy out of there and put Dave Filoni as the head of Lucasfilm and creative, we ain't got nothing to say. Now, I know everybody was kind of up. No, not everybody, but a lot of people that really like Rebels, they loved the ending. They loved everything about it, blah, blah, blah. Me, myself, I had a couple of issues behind it. I mean, I already spoke about the time travel bullshit, and I'm really saying to myself, we don't need to introduce time travel. But since Game of Thrones done it, and, I kind of was digging that, I mean, at some point, yeah, they probably was going to throw that shit in there regardless. But I don't want it to have that butterfly effect that you could just change shit on a whim because of that whole time travel loop. Because Disney's little slick ass, they might want to try to retcon the prequel trilogy behind that shit because of the alternate timelines and all of that bullshit. No, I'm not going for it. And if you do something like that, you are really a bunch of fucking bastards, because you're really trying to disrespect and destroy Lucas's legacy on the sneak step. But that's okay. You want the new millennials to get into it? The old heads like me, we already got the truth. We already got the Holy Grail. We good. Now, as far as Ahsoka is concerned, they kept her living after Return of the Jedi. That didn't make no damn sense. Really, to be honest with you, why would you? Because number one, the whole continuity, basis behind it is all screwed up. So you mean to tell me this bitch was stuck on an island or a planet with no way to get out, and the entire OT trilogy came and went, and nobody knew where she was at? Only Ezra? So what the fuck is Ezra doing? So now, what are you going to dip back into the OT to try to create scenes to mention them? Are you serious? We already have the special editions of the OT. But since George Lucas don't own it no more, now everybody feels free to just make shit up and put shit in, whatever they want to find. I mean, it's just really bastardizing the franchise. And it's another reason why I'm just totally fucking done. You know? Ahsoka should not be living past the OT. That's my opinion. Her story should have been done by either episode 3 or a little bit after. As a matter of fact, I was hoping that whenever the Obi-Wan movie comes out, they will touch on that and bring her particular chapter to a close. But by the time episode 4 comes, none of these people should be walking around. But as they have it, the people that love the Rebels, they got what they wanted. They lived through the OT, but none of them was really mentioned. They just passing by characters, which really doesn't make no sense. But I couldn't get into Rebels anyway, you know, and that's Dave Filoni thing. Like I said, I think Dave Filoni is a great storyteller. You know, in many respects, he learned and sat at the head, you know, at the feet of Lucas. But I still have to question, you know, I had to retract, you know, some of my statements about he's the absolute best man for the job. No, I think he's still the better man for the job other than Kathleen Kennedy or anybody else in Lucasfilm right now. But I don't have no hesitation in, you know, even though I like his style, I don't have no hesitation and no qualms on calling you out on any bullshit that I feel is disrespectful to Lucas himself, his way of telling a story, and characters that you want to start shoehorning in to fit, you know, either your ego or anything else that you want to push on for Lucasfilm behind Kennedy. I'm not going for that. But in the meantime, like I said, it is what it is. They got their little ending in Rebels. I ain't never liked that shit, but, you know, happy for them. They good, they go. So yeah, behind that, what else is going on? Damn, what's on my notes? Oh, the backlash. What's so funny is that a lot of people on Twitter that I've been bumping heads with, they really and seriously believe that we the minority. That we're just a very few vocal people just walking around here pissed the fuck off at everything, and we hate The Last Jedi because we hate it. And it's almost like they got selective hearing. Dude, we breaking down scenes. We're breaking down character, the plots and angles of the story in the movie that don't go nowhere. But you just don't want to see that. That's pretty much what it boils down to. You just don't want to see it. Hey, man, look. It's a free country. You do what you want. You don't want to see it, you want to see it. But we see it, and we going to talk about it. That's that. If you like the movie, God bless you. You enjoyed it? Well, yeah, I enjoyed The Last Jedi, but it had some flaws. So what are the flaws? Well, the Canto Bite thing. All right, because you already know there's something wrong with the movie, so you can't understand where we coming from when we say that shit is fucking trash? Because you find flaws in the movie, we point out the flaws, we point out, you know, the things that you say have flaws, but we can push it along to other shit that have flaws, and then the flaws behind their flaws makes the entire movie crap. But y'all don't want to see that. Y'all think Luke Skywalker's development in the movie was A-okay. That he was supposed to go that route. That nobody was perfect. That he discovered his human side. I'm sitting up here like, oh my God, really? You know what? Even if we went through that premise, why in the world can't you make him the heroic hero that we all grown to know and love? Why did you just let him wallow in his fucking misery the entire film? What was the purpose in that? There was no real purpose. I mean, watch Return of the Jedi and the happy ending. He saved the galaxy and did all of these great things. The 30-year gap, he's building something, and you just totally just let him go out like a homeless vagrant that got depression syndrome or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, you just really. It was so easy for Rian Johnson to write that shit in and let that stay. Oh, we ain't even gonna talk about his 14 deleted scenes from his Blu-ray. Oh my God, I saw one with Finn and Phasma. That was such a fucking joke. It's pretty much the same scene, but dragged out with extra dialogue. You still killed Phasma. She just went out like a sucker. You know, he said his little rebel scum line, but it's just in a different context, you know? And they made her made her go out like, the man with, what's his name? Clint Eastwood in his little westerns. But she still died. It didn't amount to nothing. And then they had another scene with Luke mourning Han Solo. Oh, so now you actually filled the scene with Luke mourning Han. Why in the world did you not include that in the movie? Why? That would have made a lot of sense. Would have gave a lot more depth to Luke's emotional state, especially when you're mourning your best friend and your brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? The father of your nephew. But no, he didn't want that to go in there. He just wanted him to just say, oh, well, I'm just being miserable. I want to suck some titties, and I just want to be by myself. So, I mean, how many other scenes in the deleted scene pile that we could be watching that we'll look at and say, why is this shit not in the movie? What was his thinking? Exactly. He trolled the fuck out of us. That's pretty much what he did. He trolled us hard. And have no shame about it. Because as long as Kathleen Kennedy is backing him up, he good. So that means we got to get on our job and lock this shit down with the money. I've been telling people, y'all arguing with me, you're not changing my mind. The money's going to talk and your bullshit's going to walk. There should be rules to this shit. You know? There should be rules to Star Wars. That's my thinking. The rules to Star Wars. It's almost like the 10 Star Wars commandments. Thou shalt not disrespect George Lucas's legacy. Thou shalt have no other maker than George Lucas. You know? Do not cover the OT and PT and EU and bastardize it. That is not yours to do. I don't know. I as a matter of fact, I can't wait till YouTube upload these deleted scenes so I can watch it, and I'm gonna tear the shit out of all of them. But for you butt munchers that want to pay your money to get the 4K Blu-ray of that abomination, man, y'all just got money to waste. God bless you, man. Enjoy your film. I told this one dude, he's sitting up there trying to get on me. I'm like, dude, enjoy your piece of trash film, man. You ain't saying nothing but a word. You know what I'm saying? And you want to call yourself, trying to get slick. I had locked that dude down. He blocked me in the whole bit. I mean, it's becoming daily. I got to get it in with people like that, But, I had one great conversation with one who said he liked The Last Jedi and wasn't really, he was more casual about it, And I could dig it, you know what I'm saying? It's just that it wasn't for me. But we agreed to disagree and we kept it civil, Shout out to my brother Jake Walker, Yeah, we kept it civil and we moved on, But I got to do what I do. I got to expose these assholes for the frauds that they are. I'm not letting that shit slide that JJ said that we sexist and we fear women and we threatened by them because we hate The Last Jedi, even though we knew the movie sucked. So I'm not giving nobody a pass no more. Fuck that. Well, why you gotta keep rating on a movie that's out of the theaters and it's just a movie? No, fuck you. It's not a movie to me, man. I keep telling y'all dumbasses that. It's not. This is life. I'm not allowing Disney to just do whatever the fuck they want without no consequences. These guys are a multi-million-dollar conglomerate, but guess what? They're only running and they're only up there making all that money behind what we as the paying customers give them. Someone told me I don't have the right to make demands on. No, I absolutely have the right. You don't tell me I don't have the right to something that I'm a paying customer and I'm a loyal fan. I have the right to voice my displeasure about a film that I feel is not catering to me. This is a business, yeah, but this is a business that Disney has to understand, because they clearly forgot, because they rolling in so much Marvel dough, that you do have customers that you have to appease. If you're not appeasing the customers, they're not going to come back and support your product. If they're not going to support your product, you're going to lose money. So what the fuck are you going to do then? You stay on your high horse? Good luck with that. But it really doesn't matter. You know, as it stands, my point is very clear. You know, I'm not going to feed into anything other than letting Disney know that this is an abomination. The Last Jedi is truly the last straw, especially for your boy right here. There's no going back. Not for me. I've told you in many of my other videos, I'm good. I got everything I need. I'm golden, you know. And as long as I'm playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, I can immerse myself in that world and make believe I'm the Jedi or the bounty hunter or the smuggler or, you know, the Sith Imperial agent. I can do all of that and be happy, you know. I got other things I got to do with my life, so I'm good, you know. At least my oldest daughter, my second daughter never really got into Star Wars, but my oldest, she did, you know. And she loved the 6 films, you know, the Clone Wars. I think she told me she liked Rebels too, but whatever. As long as she loves Star Wars, I'm good. My youngest one, she's only 5, and she's too much into Frozen and Coco and all the other Disney stuff right now. So I don't know. I'm working on it though. But actually, fun fact, she did sit with me and watch Attack of the Clones for about an hour, and then, you know, she just went about her business. But yeah, I can't even do it no more, and I'm not. So that's the end of that. Last thing before I end this video, and yeah, I went over 15 minutes. Okay, guys, you may proceed to spank me, and just, yeah, I fucked up, so I'm sorry. Anyway, last thing, shout out to Mark Hamill, finally getting the star, you know, the star on the sidewalk, you know, and this was long overdue. He should have had this, you know, but better late than never. And I mean, a shitload of fans just, you know, descended on Hollywood to show that love and support to the one true Jedi Grandmaster of the Order. You know, we knew the truth. You know, Mark, you don't even got to say it no more. We knew the truth behind that bullshit. And we applaud and love you for the stand-up guy that you are. You know, you always been my hero, and that's how you always going to be. You know, not that broken down, fake-ass Jake Skywalker. You know, that homeless hermit that don't want to deal with nobody and don't give a shit about nothing. No, we know you for the true Jedi Grandmaster that you are. But a funny thing, though, we had Harrison Ford there. We had George Lucas there. Where was Kathleen Kennedy? Where was J.J. Abrams? Where was Rian Johnson? Inquiring minds want to know, was they invited? So if they was invited, you're going to snub Mark on his, you know, on his big day to get that Hollywood, you know, star Walk of Fame? Really? Y'all on it like that? Oh, all right. Well, either way, maybe you wasn't invited, which is a good thing, because you disrespected Mark on so many other occasions, especially when y'all doing your press junket. Yeah, I wouldn't want you near me, get my Hollywood Walk of Fame. Anyway, you treated me like shit throughout the whole process, but guess what, bitches? I'm immortalized on the ground. Are you? Don't think so. And if the fans have anything to say about it, we're going to make sure they're going to be the most hated trio in all of the film industry. I know I'm going to do my part. I ain't got no shame in that. So with that being said, the backlash is real, ladies and gentlemen. So you might as well get used to it. We're going to stay on our job. We're going to stay on that boycott. We're going to stay, getting in their asses on Twitter, on Facebook. You are not safe. As far as I'm concerned, you're not safe. If I see you tweet something and you trying to celebrate Last Jedi or Solo or anything else, I'm going to just come in there and just wreck your shit. Just wreck the party. And then have all these little defenders sitting up here. Oh, you a hater. Oh, you triggered or what. You could call me whatever you want. But I'm getting in your ass and you not going to have a decent night's sleep as long as I'm alive and breathing. That's what it is. So, that being said, thank you for stopping by. All right, 26 minutes. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I don't want to drag this any more longer than I have to. But other than that, everybody, just stay on the job. I'll see you around on Twitter. Or as Stephanie Janasek says, see you around the galaxy. Oh, and this is going to work well for us. If we get this thing with Solo going, it's going to work well in our favor. Disney's going to have to, come down off Mount Olympus and make these changes. And I really hope it's sooner than later. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.